Okay, so what I got for you today is a 4-foot section of 3/4 inch PVC pipe that I've already measured out. Of course, you measure the center, and then I did 3 inches from the center on both sides for the handle. And then I measured 7 inches up from that 3-inch mark, so that would be 10 inches from the center, if you want to look at it that way. 7 inches then. I made another mark 6 inches from there, and then the remainder we're going to be using as our SIA. Now, I went ahead and used a regular flattening technique, but with that technique, I flattened it, and then as it was still warm, I curved it up 6 inches, I believe, from the tip. So when I heated it, I took my angle here, and I set it underneath the tip, and on the other side, of course, this side is not heated yet, but I had it at 6 inches from the tip, so that would give me an exact angle on both sides. Now, I'm not getting the bend here in the center, just right here on the outside where the handle's at. So I'm going to bend the other side and then continue. Okay, so what I've done already is I've bent the second limb. So as you can see right there in the center, it goes that way, and this one goes that way, and measured. Handle's laying flat on the tip. You can see it's 6 inches and a hair there. On this side, we've got about 6 inches and a hair there as well. So now, next thing we're going to do is we are going to heat that section right there and put a curve in it, and on both sides, and then we're going to make the SIAs. So let's get to heating up this and making the SIAs after that. Okay, so you can see what I did here is between that mark, the first mark and the second mark, I heated up that area, and I took this small jar and I just laid it over the top of the jar. Didn't press. I just let the basic gravity kind of do its work. I didn't push down, didn't reflatten. I want some puffing there because that gives it some more strength. So that end is completely touching the bottom of the bench. That handle is flat on the bench. So that's basically how my bend went. So directly in the center, pulling this end down, letting the gravity take its toll, and then holding that end down. That's how I got my first curve. So now I'm going to go ahead and do it to the other side, then I'm going to do the SIA. After putting in our first bend, you should be getting something that looks like this. Alright then, now let's work on the SIAs. Basically there's something I saw Tim do and I thought it was freaking awesome. Basically I'm going to take this part, this last section here, and heat it up, get it nice and soft, and then take my other flattening tool, this small one here, and put that in there, flatten this in the opposite direction, give it that curve, the nice curve on there, and then let it cool. So we'll go ahead and do that right now. Alright, so I hope you can see. So I've got the camera strapped up where I can't see it. This is my first SIA. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the second one, show you what that looks like, or how I do it. So you want to heat the limb, this part, all the way up to the very top and halfway to where that line is, because you want to make it a smooth transition between curve and SIA. Oh, you get the general idea. I have to move the camera because I can't see my work. Take at the same time. I'm just heating up that section. Really soft. Back is to its natural round as it was. Alright, I think that's, yep, good and soft. I'll take our tool, just lay our PVC in there. This way. And as you lay it in there, it'll curve by itself. And you go ahead and you squeeze it in there. As best and as fast as you can. Clamped up by G's. Normally I'd be using the hand clamps, but I like this one better. It's a little tougher. Gets the job done. Okay, the clamp fell down, so you can't even see what. Camera fell down, so you can't see what I'm talking about. Since the falling of the camera, this is one end of the SIA that I've done. I've done the same thing to the other side. So now what I got to do is heat it up right here at this part, and then bend it back this way just a little bit, because if I don't, there is a lot of resistance on. It's going to be on this part of the limb right here. And I've had it happen to me once, where this right here, it would just pinch and just crush. So I don't want that happening again. So what I'm going to do is just heat it here, bend it back a little bit, cut my knots into it right here, string it up, and we'll shoot it. And let me give you a profile here of what it looks like. On display. Now I'm just heating up where the limb and the SIA come together. You see those tight creases in there. And what I'm trying to do is I'm going to heat that up, let it puff out a little bit, and then bend the SIA back just a little bit, and string it. So let me show you. You see how that massive crease is gone just by heating it up. So now I'm just going to take it, bend it back just a little bit. Just slightly bend back. Once you got it where you want it, it holds there enough. What I do is I just put it in a bucket of water to let it set quicker and faster. Now that I know that that's set, Take that. Give it another view what it looks like now. So if you can imagine on the Ciaz, from this tip here all the way to this tip, if you can imagine an imaginary string going all the way across there, riding right on the top of the handle, and then making contact here, just a straight line, then you've got it pretty much a straight boat. I don't know what style to call this. I'm leaning towards more of a Hun style, maybe mongrel. But let me cut my nocks in it and let's shoot it. All strung up in its glory. Got an arrow on the bottom there for reference, and see how long it is. Well, there you go. Thanks for watching. Any questions, any comments, please let me know.